my channel. So today I'm going to go through the Givenchy Live Irresistible range. I was going to do an entire video on all the different Givenchy perfumes, but there are so many. The video would have gone on for way too long and it just would have been like just too long. So I'm splitting it up and I'm starting with Live Irresistible, which is one of the newest releases, certainly the newest like family of fragrances from Givenchy. So the face of these fragrances is Amanda Seyfield, I think Siegfried, I can never pronounce her name right. Even though she is 33, she does look quite young, and I think this is quite a young, carefree, positive perfume range. They all have quite a similar vein to them, and they're all sort of pink or pinky purple, so definitely aimed at a younger market or that sort of carefree market, and I think they're all pretty good for spring summer. So the original Eau de Parfum, which came out in 2015, is a fruity sweet one. It's loads and loads of pineapple in here and also praline, so it's really fun. It kind of reminds me of some of the summer Escada perfumes that come out. It's like a sweet pina colada almost. There's vanilla and also passion fruit. Kind of tastes a bit like a porn style martini if you're familiar with that drink. And then there's rose in there as well. So it's like all the typical feminine type fragrance notes in here. Really sort of sweet and innocent, I'd say. The Eau de Toilette version is of course lighter, and I would say even sweeter, because there's loads of raspberry in here. So the pineapple remains, but rather than having so much of those heavier notes, there's much less vanilla, and they've taken the praline away completely. So it's all like raspberry, pineapple, peach, cranberry, and then you've got like rose and a slight muskiness underneath, but essentially this is like a really light sweet one. Now in 2017 they released Live Irresistible Eau de Parfum Delicious, and this is probably my favorite from the range because it's basically like a cherry perfume. There aren't many really cherry perfumes out there, and this is kind of like a cherry chapstick type flavor. It's syrupy sweet. It's got almond, caramel, vanilla, and then those like syrupy cherry notes all over them. So definitely one for cherry lovers. Because it's got all these heavier notes in it, it's a bit stronger, a bit more intense than the original Eau de Parfum. If you're into that kind of sweet gourmand, syrupy fragrance, then definitely try this one. It's one that really does have a good following, and I guess that's why it's stuck around. I don't know whether it was released perhaps as a bit of a sort of temporary limited edition flanker, but it is still available because it is really unusual and nice. So in 2018 we got Live Irresistibly Blossom Crush. Now this is a really floral version, but unfortunately I don't think it really hit the mark. I don't think they made it floral enough, and it's quite similar to the original. It's got more rose in, and its main sort of note that I get is that peony, so like a fresh but quite subtle floral notes, and as a result I think it's kind of smells a little bit generic, a little bit boring, a little bit predictable. This would be really nice for maybe like a 12-year-old or something, like that, my first perfume type thing, because it's just sweet and innocent and nice and inoffensive, but you know, it's not going to change the world. Then finally in 2019 we got Rose Crush. Now this has been much better received than Blossom Crush, and I think that's because it really is rosy. So often perfumes call themselves something, and yes, they'll have that note in it, but they'll also have loads of other things in, whereas this really is like a true rose perfume, without it being too sweet. It's like a fresh rose, kind of like if you actually went up to a real life rose and smelled it, that's what it smells like. They've kept the peony in, and they've also used goji berries here, and perhaps that's helping lift the rose fragrance so it doesn't smell like potpourri or too heavy. And then there's patchouli and muskiness in the base, which helps it last. And I think this is quite a nice, classy perfume, really good for rose lovers, and definitely an improvement on Blossom Crush. So let me know if you've tried any of these. They're not massively advertised, or you don't see them around as much as a lot of the others, but I think Givenchy in general do make quite nice perfumes. Most of their recent ones are quite weak and not particularly great for lasting, but it doesn't mean that they're not nice smells, and these are all like really nice fragrances, really, some more unusual than others, but fundamentally they are still quite a classy brand, and of course they're French, so they must be nice. So do let me know if you tried any of these or what you think of the range. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But that's it. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more perfume reviews like this. I'm always publishing them every week. And thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.